think we're live.
Evening, guys. How is everyone? Oh, we've got loads of people joining us already. Got Graham, Russ Bucket, Sam, Owen. Wow, loads. Nice to see you all again. Hope everyone's well.
Gone silent.
Yeah.
No, it's alright. I'm here. I'm a bit lost. I'm still not. I'm still waking up. It's been a tough Saturday afternoon. Sleeping, yeah.
Sleeping.
And discovering that.
Yeah. Also, if McDonald's want to sponsor the channel, feel free.
Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. Today has been a little bit tough, but we're around. We've got some stuff coming, hopefully. I've got some stuff to talk about. I've been sent some fan mail, although I don't know if you can call it fan mail when your brother sends it to you, but still. That's still fan mail.
Still fan mail.
But I'm not sure if he's actually on listening yet, so I might have to. I might wait for until he's in. So that we can go through that.
Rust bucket, fresh trim. Yeah, I start my new job, so I've had a fresh trim ready for Monday. It was like being sheep sheared.
Oh look, he's there. He's there. And Graham, how much beer did James have last night? Probably a bit too much, but
Oh yeah, you went out last night, didn't you?
Yes, it was. It was a good night. But then I woke up really early for no reason. I was just. You have to watch me.
So can we listen to the fan mail now then? Now that Martin's here.
Yeah,
I've still not seen.
No, I've got 2 bits of fan mail. Yeah, I know.
2? That's not a new air filter for the truck. That's not fan mail, James. That's
Who would have thought it was so hard to get parts for a Citroen Relay 1999?
I know. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
We've got 19 viewers. Thank you for everyone so far that's tuned in. That's awesome.
Oh, I should have planned a bit more for this tonight. I could have actually made a list of everything it was going to talk about.
So, while James is getting his little list together and we wait for fan mail, what's everyone been up to? Anything interesting happened this week? I'm going to just kick it off. I have done absolutely bugger all this week, apart from spend about 4 hours on the MPI. I don't know what's happened. I think I burnt out. We had a big weekend last weekend, didn't we, James? So it's
yeah, we did a lot, and then we did so much that I think we decided not to do anything for the last week. But it's got some good content coming, and as you can probably see with the picture of tonight's live stream with MJ and Edith looking well. Actually, Edith looks a little bit different now, doesn't she? So.
Does. Yeah. So just looking at the comments. Graham, yes, I'm really looking forward to my job. Nervous as hell, but really looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Evening, everyone. The evening chat. Would you ever open a PO box? Yeah, one day maybe.
Yeah,
that'd be quite good.
If it comes to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People can send us bits of rust that have fallen off their car.
You can send us unique things to display. Before I kick off, we kick off this live stream properly, if you haven't already, please go and check out our website. We have got some stickers available and there is more stuff coming. I don't want to use this as a bit of a plug, but I am going to for just 2 minutes. Obviously, all the money that we make from the stickers is going straight into the channel. Me and James have got something quite big planned, as in another project we want to bring to the channel. Quite a few plans for it to sort of build through the winter to go into next year. So, yeah, any money that we get is going to go into the channel basically to bring you guys more things. So we are working on t-shirts, hats, all sorts of stuff as well. But for now, we've got the stickers ready. So yeah, some of you that have already tuned in have already bought them, and thank you so much for that. And I noticed a few of you have actually produced some of your own stickers as well, which I'll go and check out those eventually and get some stickers to give a bit back as well. So yeah, thank you very much.
More designs are coming soon. I think last week we just really haven't. We've had such a busy week doing car stuff. We haven't really thought about the other side of things. But yeah, it's good to see the stickers, and it's good to.
Yeah, we sent stickers to Australia, Netherlands.
It's crazy how far they've gone for something that seems so small. Yeah. It's crazy how far they're going. So
yeah, it's so like such a warm feeling, isn't it? It's great.
It's
overwhelming.
It's not masses of money. It's just that little bit extra just to help with everything.
Yeah.
Because we don't do it for the money. So, but it's just nice to get a little bit back. So
no, definitely. We're basically covering our overheads, and it's nice to see our name about as well, because that's quite a big deal. I think that shows where the channel's come from in the last sort of 15, 16 months, and yeah, that's amazing. Carry on. I don't want to lose out count of these comments. John Ladd, how are you getting on with the windscreen panel? Getting there. There's a couple of videos uploaded and ready to go. Yeah, we're getting there with it. I've got to start somewhere, so I've taken measurements and I'm basically building up the bulkhead again. So I fitted a panel to this week. Yes, Wednesday, I think Wednesday. That's all I've done on the car. So 4-6 hours, something like that, between doing other stuff. And we're getting there. We now got some bits on order as well, so we've got to wait to do the next stage. What else have we got? Rust Bucket's been cutting up his mini.
Oh yeah, I saw the pictures of that, and it does. Yeah, it didn't. The before photos look really not too bad, but yeah, Rust Bucket has, in the name, has quite literally got a rust bucket.
Yeah.
I mean that even for me that's quite brave, but I'm looking forward to seeing the progress there. I think.
Yeah. I'm following it closely. I can't wait to see it. Seems like everyone's been working on some restoration stuff. Spent all day repairing my offside in a sill. That's not too bad a job to do, as long as you got some good metal to weld to. Obviously, the MJ the Cooper in the background picture there had inner sill repair passenger side, a hole in a sill on the driver's side, and obviously the outer sill's back over the top. So yeah, Graham's talking about T4s, so I'm going to switch off because I own a T4 and it down there bankrupt me.
Well, I'm going to say,
moving on.
Mini Light said our wheel almost fell off our car. Didn't the wheel fall off your T4?
Yes, the wheel actually did fall off my T4 in the middle of Manchester. Not my fault. I like to add, it was the previous owner not putting a spigot on the alloy, and it just worked its way loose until the wheel eventually fell off. So. Martin, did you get both things?
I did say I got 2 bits of fan mail, so.
All right. Oh, yeah. Same person. I haven't got any fan mail. I feel well left out.
I think Graham will appreciate this fan mail. This is it's.
I think he will as well. If it's what I think
it is, it's as close as to the real thing almost. Someone was doing brake conversions.
MOT for my daily runner, so I got company Mini Cooper. It's fat. Yes, David, I can imagine it. Yeah, if it's one of the brand new ones, I have to admit I was just following one down the motorway and it was wider than my Volkswagen Passat, so it's a bit mad now, isn't it? I think Martin's excited. I think we need to let's start with fan mail, James. Go on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we do know Classic Mini DIY is also doing a live stream. We didn't. It was purely coincidental. We didn't realise. I only realised as I was hitting the go live button for tonight. So, but
Yeah,
it's just one of those things. Unfortunately, there's just not enough time in the world to have it all around each other. But
yeah,
he makes some good videos, so it's definitely worth checking him out.
yeah. No, we're not. We one thing like I know that's just said there we're competing. Me and James would never be. We're not that. Like we just do what we love, and it's one of them. Obviously, we're doing minis. We're going to continue to do minis, and we don't compete with anyone. We literally saw it. We put ours out, and then a few days later, we saw his post as well. And we're like, oh. But me and James get very limited time to put these live streams out, so we didn't want to let you guys down. So thank you very much for joining in with us. Take it to fourth class of swearing. It's nearly as bad as saying Metro, Graham. That's as bad as it is. I lost in Maxi postcard.
Well, that's Graham's got quite a good guess there. I mean, it's quite a postcard. You could probably class it as multiple postcards, but
it's
yeah,
post.
it is. And if I was more prepared for this, I should have scanned this in, but I don't think anyone's going to be, well, apart from me and Graham and you, to be quite excited for this. But so my first bit of fan mail today, or what we received earlier in the week, is a Not in Maxi brochure.
Look at that
Bit of history
there. Look at this. Simpsons Classics.
Just looks like how good condition it is. Like considering this, it's immaculate. Considering this.
Shame the cars aren't.
I wonder if there's a date on this.
I can actually compete with some fan mail. Actually, I've got some similar fan mail from your dad.
Did you? Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he sent that to you, didn't he? And just for the slogan there, what goes on top of most cars goes inside a Maxi. So, as you can quite well see, there is some guy putting a sofa in the back of his Maxi. And even better, which I practical classic. Yeah, and so you get to look at the lovely beige or brown interior. But even in that one, there is a guy putting a washing machine in the back of a Maxi. Like it's. What more could you ask for in a Maxi? It literally could do everything. Look, the seats would fold down.
Look at it. It's an all-rounder, that, isn't it?
Like, I remember this vividly. Like how the seats would just lie flat, and like you could turn that into, a nice king-size bed.
So is that a Maxi 2 or 1? Is that a late
one?
Well,
this is actually for the Maxis. This is the original. So this is the Maxi 1.
Oh right. Because I know they changed it a little bit, didn't they?
Yes, they did, and this is actually when British Leyland still produced the Austin Maxi.
Threw ice cubes over myself.
And their famous 1750 HL.
Oh, look at that! Look at those wheel trims.
And I don't know if you can quite see there, but British Leyland on the steering wheel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the gauges are very mini-ish
It's a Maxi. It was what was the opposite of the Mini, really, wasn't it at the time? Oh, I've lost you, Mark. No, where have you gone? Oh no, the internet up north has gone down. We have lost Mark. HL higher luxury. I would probably say that is, I don't know, high line. I think it's standard for. I can't really remember actually. If I've read this book, it might tell me. But let me see if I can get Mark back quickly, and then we can go back to our Maxi brochure purchase.
I'm back.
You're back, but you're nowhere near where I need you to be. Ah.
Hear you, James.
I'm guessing you guys can still hear me. If it's just Mark that's frozen, please someone say in the comments. Right, okay. Let me see if I can get Mark back. I don't know what the hell's. Can you hear me? You're not coming up on the live stream though. Why are you not coming up on the live stream? I'm trying to keep the live stream going whilst I'm trying to get you back. I can't do this. I need you. They're saying to resurrect you. The dangers of a live broadcast, yeah. I don't know why. I might have to. Normally, when the Skype reconnects, you come back in. I know I don't want to stop and start, but I might have to. What's the? Yep, you're still frozen. You are still frozen. We are.
You
Yeah,
there?
yeah. I think we're back. I think we're back. Right.
We're back.
Let's. We've just lost all our viewers, so that was
Have we? Oh,
it was going so well.
bloody Skype. Oi, Graham. I heard that.
Yeah. Cole's probably just getting quite a few.
Yeah.
Cole, sorry.
Sorry about that. We can blame Skype for that. Bloody thing.
It was going so well.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but to be fair, there is a lot of internet problems around the country at the moment, and
We're not helping that situation.
no, and I think it was we could have been a bit more organised and got things going a bit quicker.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, thank you for everyone that has stayed.
Yeah, thank you for staying.
Where were we? Were we talking about the Maxi, or have we got something else to talk about?
Oh, we're talking about Maxi still.
Yeah.
I think that actually our views have gone straight back up again, so people must have realised we're back.
Thank you for staying, everyone.
But like even this, it's not like a brown colour, but this it's like a almost like a bronzy gold. Like this, why didn't they like make a mini in this colour? You know?
They did. The Piccadilly was a similar colour.
Yeah, it was. And
Look at the gear knob. That's the exact same one that came in the Clubman.
yeah, they really tried to push the automatics in this.
Oh, because it's like a cruiser, wasn't it? A bit more of a big cruising car.
And
Graham's getting well cheeky, isn't he?
yeah, he is. Yeah.
I think he's got Cole on one screen and us on the other.
Should we have a little? Who wants to guess what the
Evening, Sam.
average MPG on a 1750 saloon manual?
I'm going to go 34, 35.
In urban driving as well.
Ooh, urban. Just what the Maxi deserves to be in urban driving. I've still got plenty of ice cube. It's okay. I'm going to go 34, 35.
Ooh, Andy's gone with 28. That's not a bad guess.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. 24.
40.
Have I just given it loads? I've given it loads of credit. Who's gone 40? Someone said 40.
Someone said 40.
41, 40.
Ooh. I'm
in the middle of everyone else's.
I think we had expected a bit too much of this Maxi.
Oh, is it not even that good?
No, it's Andy is very close there. It's
27.
It is 27. That is the right number.
That's mad. That's actually quite good.
If you stuck at 56 miles per hour at constant speed, so that is obviously its point where momentum and very little fuel intake takes to keep it going.
Yeah.
You would get about 40 miles to the gallon, but would you drive up and down the country with 56 miles an hour the whole time? Probably not.
No.
Unless you're in Edith, because that's all you can go.
Got lots of thoughts on Austin Allegro as well. I always think the Allegro and the Maxi are basically the same car. Please don't shoot me for saying that. Yeah, I think I just missed that era of cars, and I don't. James obviously has that childhood connection to one, but I always just saw them as sort of scrap cars. If you know what I mean. Every time I saw one, it was on the side of the road or in someone's driveway. I never really see them on the road. Which makes them rare.
The 1750 HLS, it might be called the ultimate Maxi. For this superb motor car possesses all the inherent versatility and features which have made the Maxi concept so popular. Was the Maxi concept so popular?
Wasn't it like the Mini Clubman that was meant to save British Leyland?
Yeah, it was. Together with the added style and comfort of the 1750 HL, plus extra interior luxury, plus twin carburetor.
Oh, sporty.
Fueling to make the most of the 91 brake horsepower engine. Wow. That's fruity. That's fruity.
That's a fruity setup.
And there's a nice little picture of the twin carb setup in the corner of this brochure. And do you know what? I would say that is the ultimate Maxi, wouldn't you?
That is, yeah. Look at that rocker cover, it's immaculate.
And yeah, there's a picture of a poo brown Maxi right next to a steam train. Like, even that looked old fashioned, even in the 60s, 70s. This was 70s.
Doesn't it look like
70s.
A fat Mini Clubman?
It was in the 70s, wasn't it?
It looks like a Mini Clubman's like fat uncle, doesn't it?
It's got the same sort of styling, hasn't it? And like the bump, look at the lights. The lights are pretty much the same as the Clubman.
The straight front bumper and stuff. Graham thinks it's porn. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I've said to James, if we get one on the channel, it needs a V6 in it, but he doesn't agree. Austin Princess. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's a lot of swearing going on in this chat tonight, I have to admit.
This is one final quote from this brochure, which was, like good wine, the Maxi has matured over the years, and there's a model that's exactly right for you.
No way. Should I get the Mini Clubman out? See if that's the same era and see what that
says? We probably should have a look at that as well. But fear not that I did say I got 2 bits of fan mail in the post.
Oh.
So, if anything, what could be better than a brochure for a Maxi? Brochure for the Maxi 2, and it's loads better. And after actually having a bit of a chat with my mum this morning, it turns out hers was a Maxi 2. It wasn't original Maxi, it was a Maxi 2. And I only really remembered this because it had the Austin Rover badge as opposed to, if you can see that, the Leyland one. And that was what I remember the most out of the old car.
That steering wheels and the Mini HLs and stuff like that, the later 80s Minis.
The switches are all typical British Leylands. But yeah, look at that sort of yellow. I don't think I've ever seen a Maxi in that colour.
Vibrant.
Yeah.
Bronze yellow's better, I've heard.
Yeah. Anyway. But in true Maxi form, look, that looks inviting, that looks comfortable.
That's massive.
That is like
you can sleep.
That is a hotel on wheels, you know.
It is, isn't it? And it's maturing like a good
wine.
Yes,
yeah. I'm surprised they didn't put like a cup holder for your wine. There was one in the dash actually, but you probably could put your glass of wine in there.
Andy, what sort of porn do you watch, Graham, with all that Pooh Brown references? Oh dear, he's got a point. Anyway, we might have children viewing, guys, so let's. Oh dear.
I just like reading these quotes from this brochure. Like, well, were all brochures of the time like this? Like, if you appreciate all the inherent advantages of the Maxi design, in brackets, and who doesn't, like, but are looking for greater performance and still more luxury, the new Maxi 2 HLS is the one for you.
Ooh. Now, if you don't go out and buy one after hearing or seeing that, I don't know what's wrong with
inside this superb family car, the matte finish burr walnut veneer fascia, with its recessed instruments and lockable glove box, you know, like, yeah, you because that's luxury. Because on a non-luxury car, you couldn't lock the glove box. It's a mellow reminder that it's a very special Maxi, designed and built for discriminating motorists. You can't make this up, really. You can't. Like, I mean, if you were driving a Maxi, people would discriminate you, but not for because you're driving such a crap car. But I love it now, and I want one. Oh, this is the interior.
We're getting one on the channel now.
Well, this is it. This is what we're looking for. Oh, the brochure's not as big as the well. Yeah.
That's what you're looking for, James.
There was only ever two models. There was the HL or the HLS. That's all there was.
Yeah.
But I've got the dimensions and everything. God, there's so many random facts on here. Obviously,
so
typical British Leyland / Austin Rover super cover, which
I wonder how good that was.
I wonder how much that actually paid out in a classic Mini, because they've rusted before the super cover would even.
Would it be wrong to put 10-inch steel wheels and hubcaps on my 90 Mini? No. Every time you mention 10-inch wheels, do it. Look perfect. 10-inch wheels, no arches. Lovely. Lovely.
And of course, obviously, the Maxis was still one of the last. I think it was one of the last cars still to have the hydroelastic suspension, wasn't it? The hydrogas.
It was, yeah. You can pump it back up, can't you?
Hydrogas suspension is interconnected front to rear.
Rusty Auto City. Did you get a glove box on the lowest price spec one? Did it say a glove box is extra on one? I bet it did.
It's a shame this brochure doesn't have the colour of the one that my mum had. That would have been perfect. But it was definitely that interior. That was I think. Martin will correct me otherwise, but
I did tell a lie this week. I did actually completely from the ground up rebuild a Mini. So I'd like to introduce the first Mini that has ever been finished on Simpson's Classics.
Yes.
So this is the first restoration. It even has twin carbs. Just so we can have a little look here. So I'll try and get the camera straight for you guys. But where are we? Where are we? There we go. So it's even got twin carbs, a Metro rocker cover cap. It has two spotlights for the eagle eye viewers that don't like them, but we can address that. So now it's exactly like Violet.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to leave it with one spotlight.
Yeah. It comes complete with a picnic kit in the back, and a baguette and a bottle of wine, or WKD because it looks like that colour. Even has tartan reclining seats. So this is the first Mini, everyone, that was going to go for an MOT on Monday.
So not classed as a historic vehicle?
No, it's a 90s Mini Cooper. Just stick the spotlight back in. Close the bonnet. It's leaking oil all over my table.
Do we have a random fact from the spec list for a Maxi 2?
Go on then.
Was there such a thing? This would never happen. Like if you was going out to buy a Tesla or a modern VW, whatever, Passat, whatever you want. I don't know why they were the three cars that came to my head, but still, it's
Yeah.
They even gave you the ratios for the gears in the gearbox.
Because people care about that
Yeah,
these
like,
days.
there's so much detail. I don't know if it's even going to be your. I can't remember, but yeah, it's on there on the back anyway. But
Yeah.
final drive, front wheel drive, open shafts, and constant velocity joints ratio 3.674 to 1.
Ooh, what a beast.
Yeah, I know.
Is the Mini rusting yet? Yeah, I'd probably say it'd be rusty by next week, this one. Evening, gents. Pretty new to the channel. Any plans to do Le Mans again? Yes, we actually were
You
going
were
this
going,
year
weren't
until
you?
COVID. The idea was to do the German IMM, then drop down through France and do Le Mans and come home. That was the big road trip we had planned. That never happened. So yeah, I'm actually having a bit of withdrawal symptoms of it. I actually really loved it last year. It was one of it, if not the best event I've actually done. It was just so relaxing, so much going on. It was just so different, something different every time you turn the corner. It was really enjoyed it. So yes, next year somehow I will get a car out there. Hopefully James can join us as well, and it'll be good. It'll be a good road trip. It's not too far really from the south of England. It's really good. So yeah, I'll be there again.
I said I was going to do a random fact. How big do you think the fuel tank was on the Maxi 2? We'll go for gallons. Actually,
I
no.
don't know.
Actually, I've got it in liters as well. So
Ooh, very helpful.
yeah. And yeah, they were HS6 carbs as well, for both the single and the twin.
Ooh, big carbs
Big
then.
carbs, yeah.
HS3s on the minis. Have you bought a Maxi? No, not yet. James has just been given some fan mail with some Maxi brochures.
It's just to say that we are looking. We're looking like, especially if I found one that looked like poo brown, I'll be all over it. It's that
There was one on eBay, wasn't
there
there?
was not too long ago. So, and they do come up normally about one or two a month. There was one that was on a barn find in the Facebook page in the last week or so, but it was a bit like it was too far gone. It was rusted into the ground. It would have yeah, it was just too far. But then there's pristine examples that are not even going for that much money really in comparison for what you're getting. So no one wants to buy them. I think we're one. Well, I don't know if Mark really wants to own one, but I think
I want to own a ratty one with a V6. You want to own a pristine?
I just want a pristine example that just drives, and it seems to be the automatics. Only the automatics that comes out for some reason.
When you did Le Mans, how much racing did you watch? Mainly just drunk and not. I'm not a massive drinker, so I like a few beers and I relax. We watched a lot of racing. We stayed up to about 2 or 3 in the morning. Couple of hours sort of pillow time, 4 hours maybe something like that. Back up and we're watching it again. So, but you get the live app, so you can constantly check in. So really, we didn't sleep. We went back to tent, had some food at like 3 in the morning, and then went back out again. I loved it. It was really really good. I enjoyed it. And the atmosphere is just amazing. The food's good, the company's good, the car show in the car park and the campsite. It's our Mini that we took, the little green Mini Cooper that we used to have on the channel. Well, I never really made it on the channel, but it was in the mod. Yeah, that car you thought would be unique there, but there's so many rare cars there. I can go on all day about it. It was awesome, really good. Yeah, we'll be there next year, one way or another.
There is one on eBay at the moment, but I don't like the fact that it's a picture of tablets. But like he's taken the pictures on the tablet. Last tax due 91. Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to do Goodwood as well. Keep saying I'm going to take over half to Goodwood, and we never ever make it. It's always something happening in our lives. But yeah, COVID's destroyed all our plans this year.
Well, that's it. There's been no shows, no driving around. We've really. It's only that we've just spent a bit of time together recently because we are allowed to travel. So with this.
Yeah, and we formed our social bubble early on, didn't we?
We did, but now we're back to square one again, really, isn't it? It's doing what we can do from home, and hopefully.
Well, the lockdown's happening again in Manchester, so yay. Well, not as strict, but it's coming in again. So yeah, very, very odd.
Just to go back to anyone who was dying to know about the fuel tank capacity of a Maxi 2, 10.5 gallons, which was 47.7 litres. Not that big, in considering how big the car.
Not considering the size of the car. No.
I'm surprised the HS had 91 brake. That for a Maxi, that would have, probably would have got 70 on the motorway with that. But
yeah,
I think the single doesn't actually give you the spec of the single. 72 horsepower for the normal 1750. But
so is that the poverty spec one?
yeah, I think the two they only ever did 1750, or that was it. But I think on I don't know, maybe it was 17. I wonder if they did a 1500, but the brochures I've got here at least only seem to state the 1750.
Oh dear. So, my mini seats are poo brown, recovering them. That sounds like a good idea, Andy. I like the sound of that. Although I do quite like brown cars. One of my ideas for the Clubman was to paint it brown. But my other half chose the colour, so luckily we don't have a poo coloured car now. So yeah, me and James have got together over the last weekend. We've done quite a bit of work on MJ. We've had a little look at Eve.
Don't know. Eve is now on the back of Edith at the moment, and every time I look underneath, it just seems like the rust is coming from within. I'm a bit scared when those overseals come off. It's not going to be a pretty sight.
It can't be any worse than Gary, and Gary's got a full floor, so.
Yeah, I think. Well, looking at the rest of the floor, it was going on.
I don't think you need a full floor. I think it'll be like Violet, where you're doing a sill repairs and sills. You should be fine. Worst case, you do the quarter floors from end machine. It's not gonna be that bad.
Small tank for a firsty car. Yeah, you would be, but then. I don't know. I think everything was so local. You didn't travel for anything really, did you?
No.
You worked locally. You lived locally. Your family was local. So.
See you later, Andy. Thank you for tuning in.
Different world we live in now. I just can't believe they give you it's a turning circle for a Maxi 1.
They even give you that in the
They do, yeah. And they also tell you that the clutches are diaphragm springs, 7 3/4 inch, 0.2 meter diameter.
Ooh,
I know, yeah. Like, just because I was going to go down the road and buy a Mercedes of the era, but it had a better clutch, and that's why I bought them. It's like. But I'm guessing people did a lot of research into what they were buying back then, because it was a luxury to have a big car like this, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, should we move away from Max?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, well, I'm.
Start. James is going on.
I will. Yeah, I will come.
Trip to memory lane down there.
I will. I will leave you with a quote at the end of the video. I'll look for another one.
We're not going to have to, Dale, are we? We're going to have Maxi quotes.
Maxi quotes, yeah. Maxi t-shirt.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. V6 Maxi t-shirt. Be good.
What V6 will we put in it?
From a Rover.
Yeah.
So it's still.
I might as well put a Rover.
Cheap. Put a V8 in it.
No more Maxi content. Yeah. Until we get a Maxi, I think we need to calm down on the Maxi talk.
Saying that, we've become Citroen Relay geeks. We need to find a sales brochure for a Citroen Relay now, don't we?
No, I'm buying the t-shirt, yeah.
We'll make one just for you, Graham. But yeah, so what's new with Simpsons Classics, I guess, is quite a good topic we could talk about. So me and James spent 3 or 4 days together. We've got loads of work done on the truck. Readers sort of done some work to the back of it to improve it, make it safer. Obviously videos to come. And one thing we're really quite excited with, and I'll post some pictures on our Instagram page if you don't follow it on there, or Facebook, is we made her look a bit better, haven't we?
Yes, I got the blowtorch out and basically torched her, didn't I? So
And melted the door.
yeah, no, that was minor little insignificant detail.
They're talking of t-shirts there. Can we make a Citroen Relay t-shirt? Now that would be fun.
I think we're more likely to sell a Maxi t-shirt than we are a Citroen Relay t-shirt.
I don't know. I'd buy a Citroen Relay t-shirt.
Matt P's already going asking about how did the heat gun go. Well, a heat gun just turns out wasn't quite good enough, so
no,
yeah.
It didn't really touch.
It didn't really
did
touch
it.
it.
Gonna be there all
I
day
would have been
anyway.
there all day with the heat gun, so we had to step up our game. And bumper is fine. Bumper took the heat really well. It was just the plastic on the door handles came up really nice, but the inside of the handle got quite hot.
Yeah, to the point we had to spray
We'll
water
sort it
on
to
it.
cool it down. Yeah.
When I get my GTM coupe on the road, do a little video on it. Yeah. Well, we're actually going to start looking at doing some reviews on cars. I've actually got Sam's got a couple of minis. They're going to come to the channel. We're going to revisit the Midas as well. So that should be pretty good. We've also got Tony's mini. We've got, what else have we got? We've got review on MJ coming. That's coming very soon. Yeah, and like me and James have mentioned a few times, and a lot of Maxi talk and Citroen talk, we are going to be doing other cars, so there's going to be other stuff coming to the channel as well. So watch this space, guys. It's all time, and we're going to get there with it. So I can't stop looking at old Volvos recently.
There's a lot coming up for sale at the moment.
There's some really good cars, and I've missed out on some good cars. I'm going to just say it on the air now. I nearly considered selling the Budget Clubman to buy a Volvo. I was so close to going, right, list it, just get rid of it how it looks now. But I couldn't do that to you guys, so I held it in.
Yeah, probably should have just used Maguire's on the handles. I don't know. I got a bit excited with the blowtorch, but it's a tiny little bit of plastic that melted, and it's just what it is. What it is. But it was. I'm happy that I'm doing it on a truck that doesn't really have that much value. So, although
Hey up, it is Edith.
It is Edith. I'm probably gun happy. Yeah, but it will. I won't do it again. So, and it was that'll be in one of the maintenance videos. But we kind of got half a video for that. But we'll try to do the oil service and air filter service, and we're going to do a gearbox oil change. And just turns out it's very hard to find the right parts. Just now.
It's a pain in the ass. It's actually rarer than the minis we own.
Yeah.
So, good design t-shirt, Citroen Relay truck with the Budget Club on our sidewalk on the back. Now that would be just a silhouette. Yeah, that'd be cool. See, James, needs to happen.
Yeah, it's we need to. There's so many things we need to start designing up and getting done. So I'm sure we'll have that in due course.
Bit of light on the subject.
Yeah, we can see you now. According to side view of the relay and Budget Club on the sidewalk, I've got a personal idea for the 10-foot distance car. I think I've got some ideas there.
Yeah, we need to just nail them and get them out, don't we? Because it'd be really good. So just a quick shout out for our Instagram page. We're on 2,999 followers on Instagram.
Ooh.
Anyone that just tip us over the 3,000 would be awesome. So we are so close now. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We've got a lot of people wanting to buy t-shirts, and like James just said, we have got some design sort of side, and we got some stickers as well coming, other stickers. So for us, it's just time. We're doing it all ourselves. We're not getting a third party involved at the moment. We just really want to sort of bring as much as we can to you guys. So you can't. What we got here? No, you can't do that. I've not saved up enough money yet. Well, at the moment, if I had to sell a mini, the Budget Clubman would be the one that goes, because I haven't got a massive attachment to it, but I have in the sense that I've done everything to it, so we'll see.
Oh, it looks like we're on 3001 now because two people just followed Instagram there. Russ Bucket and Martin.
Look at that, yes. Thank you, guys. So, what have we got? Don't sell the budget clubman. Would you ever restore a Mark 1 Mini? Never say never, but I've got a lot of minis lined up for restoration now. So we've got the 89, which will come back to the channel once we've got some panels. We've obviously got the MPI. We've got James's Mini Mayfair to come. There will be some work on the estate as well. We obviously still got the budget clubman going. My van, which is meant to be our shop van, that's still not happened.
Oh, that.
So there's loads of there's loads of stuff coming. But yeah, maybe not a Mark 1 Mini. I did actually own. I've had 2 Mark 1 Minis, but I never restored them, so I had to sell them, unfortunately.
Maybe if we have a unit one day.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
The problem is with Mark 1 Minis is they're just very expensive, and if it's not something we're planning on keeping, it's a lot of money to outlay. So yeah, it's one of them. We'll see what happens. I'm attached, but yeah, that's what I mean. With the budget clubman, I've got that attachment to it in the sense that I'm quite. I mean, you guys haven't seen it in the flesh yet, and it's still not been flattened and polished, but I've done everything to it in that same spot, and I just want to walk out and see it on the driveway now, and it's like, well, that looks so different. And James has obviously helped, and we've done all the rear brakes on it and stuff now as well, so that's a video on its way. And yeah, it's one of them. I think I'd struggle to sell it. I would say if my first Mini ever came up for sale again, which I still can't find anywhere, then I would sell it. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think anything for minis now is going to be, unless it was like the Dream Mini that I got with the estate with the MPI engine, and then
well, we found the MPI.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But definitely, in my opinions, the engines are the things worth saving out with MPI at the moment, and put it in an older body.
Like it's sort of a resto mod, isn't it? I quite like that. So I'd like to see the minivan, Mini Life. I would love to see my minivan too. I think I've owned it over 3 years. No, longer than that now. Christ, it's been longer than that. When did I buy it? I bought it on my birthday. It's got to be over 3 years ago now. And it's buried in the back of a lockup. Even when I go in the lockup, I can just see the door. So it's a bit disheartening, really, because it's sort of my dream Mini, and I share the lockup with someone else, and that doesn't help. But yeah, James has seen where it's resting for now, and it's very safe. You know, it is where it is. But for me, the minivan, as well, not to get you guys with hopes up, it's not going to be a full restoration either. The case is weld up the holes, put panels in where it needs panels, but I want to keep the patina. So all you patina haters out there, I'm sorry, but I want to keep the look of it. Literally, after the truck, just polish the van up. It will come up just as nice. And the idea is a fast road van, so a tatty van with a fast engine for me and James to use as sort of a little parts van. So
yeah, I agree.
It's got to be quicker than MJ, isn't it? So.
Ooh, don't know about that.
Although we were chatting, weren't we, when James came up to the peaks and we're out with Sam, we want to put the Cooper up against H7, don't we? See, a carbed 1380 with a SPI 1380, and it'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it? That just the whole difference of it. They're two very different cars, and yeah, I think that'd be a good little road trip.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, because I don't know. Yeah, MJ is quick, but I think
so it's H7 though. We got that on
video.
Yeah,
even I think the video doesn't do it justice. When we got the video together for MJ, I'm a bit concerned by it's a nice car. It's a very fast car, MJ.
It's a proper power, isn't it? It's
now that she's serviced and clean air filter, clean diesel, clean petrol.
Yeah, it's definitely running as best as it possibly could now. So
yeah, I did buy a very expensive chair, as Martin is pointing out.
The idea of minivan stock looking. Yeah, so my van, it was going to be stock Cooper S wheels if the club and estate ever gives them back. The MPI running gear interior. See, I like that sound. It's sort of how James wants to go over club and estate, but for me, I just love the old school cafe racer sort of period correct sort of look of a mini, and I don't really know why I own the sidewalk, to be honest, but that's the sort of look I love. So someone asked me the other day on Instagram, and I gave them a bit of a truth. They said, if you could pick one of your clubmans to keep, which one would it be? The budget clubman, obviously painted bronze yellow, or your estate, tatty as you like, holes in it. I'd actually keep my estate, just because it's got a story to tell. I can never have that again. You know, that car survived as long as it has now, so I think it would be the estate, unfortunately. What we got? Matt, would you consider doing funny you should say about having the truck and a track day car. That's coming up very soon, isn't it, James? Hopefully.
Yes, and
that is something in the pipeline, isn't it?
It's not. It's more of a modern classic than a retro.
It won't be an old.
Won't be an old Mini, unfortunately, but
they're just too expensive to track day, and we don't want to race one of our own because we're a bit more attached to them than that. And we do want to break away from minis a little bit. So
I think we will get MJ on a taster track session for 15 minutes.
That'd be good, yeah.
Just to give it a good blast, but not destroy the gearbox altogether. So
yeah. Sam's trying to go yes MPI interior because he has an MPI interior for sale. So just to let you know, it's down there and contact Sam. The amount of times he tried selling me these seats, they are beautiful, really nice leather seats. But yeah, get in the DMs for Sam. H7 had a good turn of speed on that video last week. Yeah, coming up soon, Graham. There's another video of H7 in, and yeah, there's a little snippet in it where it just sounds amazing. Especially the paint splat on the bonnet. Yeah, see, that's part of its history and its character, and I love that. So apparently, when the previous owner bought it, which is a good friend of mine, it was actually up the windscreen a little bit, because if you actually look at the car closely, it's up the windscreen wiper and a bit on the window rubber. So obviously we had to clear that off for safety aspects. But yeah, it's protecting the original BL paint. It's shiny under there.
I need to start reading this brochure. Right. Oh, I'm sold on a maxi. I would.
So Graham agrees, and so does Mini Life about the estate. So unfortunately, the estate is actually in storage as well with my van. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't go out and drive it at the moment, which is annoying because I've got technically I have 2 on the road, and it's just parked and buried again. So that's purely because the MPI is here. Once the MPI is done and gone, then I probably won't bring the estate back because it looks like we've got a white Mayfair on its way. So. Or a track day car. So
yeah.
Don't know yet. Or we could have both. You never know. Depends how quickly.
I remember saying I was going to bring up on. I don't think we've got any Americans viewing tonight because.
I don't think so. No.
No. Probably because I'm watching Carl's.
Fair enough.
There was a thing about. I didn't realise that mooch or moochin in American means something very different. And we say it a lot on the channel. Well, Mark does because he's now
converted.
Yeah, honorary Northerner, and I thought it might confuse some people, and I wanted to clear it up, so I might have to save that for the next live stream when. No, we got Patrick.
Oh,
hi Patrick. So
we don't want to offend anyone, but we're just talking about the word mooch, and obviously up north in England, especially, we say we're going out for a mooch, which means we're just going out for a walk or a drive. We're just going out.
It's something typically referred to. I'm bored. I'm going to go have a mooch because I'm bored. I want to do something.
Yeah.
It's
like basically going to have a look or something like that. It's not anything rude. It's just, but it means something very different, as we found out, didn't it, James?
Yeah, it's there's a bit of a scrounger, a bit of wants everything done for free sort of thing, and it's not what we mean when we.
That's not us.
Yeah.
Matt P, how many cars do you own? Is that for me or James? That question. Let us know. We'll let you know.
Well, I'm only on.
James.
I'm on 2 cars and a truck at the moment, so.
James, how does your lady feel about a maxi? Don't know. Does Laura like the
maxi? She probably wouldn't bat an eyelid if she saw one. So. But if one turned up on the driveway, she might have a question about it, but or two. Probably.
I think MJ would have me off the line a rolling start. See, we need to get these cars together because it would be interesting just to see the difference. Because one might have ridiculously more power than the other, and they put being fuel injected, it might be, there might be a delay or there might be a quicker response. It'd just be interesting, I think. It
would be interesting. I would a future video for sure. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We just
get you up north in MJ, and then
we just need to find a bit of.
Mexico.
A bit of Mexico, or even somewhere where we can maybe pay just to be on like an airstrip somewhere. Yeah, somewhere where they're not. You can do what you like, but you got a bit more. You got a bit more flexibility, and it's not the end of the world if. The main thing is just being safe. So.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick's not even American, there you go.
Dinner or tea? So for me, it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But obviously, it shouldn't be like that now. But that's how I would say
it. I've always.
Because everyone up north says dinner's lunchtime, and it's not the case.
Any salt plains up north, yeah. I don't know. I tend to say dinner more now, but when I was younger, growing up, it was always tea time. Yeah, it always was tea time. You coming in for your tea?
Coming in for your tea. Did the Chris Beck soda spunk? I'm assuming it has a different meaning as well.
Yeah, use both for the evening meal.
Any salt plains on well. Evening meal? That's well posh. Yeah, I'm just going to go for my evening meal.
With my Austin Maxi.
My velour.
And a bottle of red.
Good aged old wine.
Oh, can't wait till I got that.
Rust Bucket's relocated as well. James wants to be up north, really.
Do I? No, I'm officially tied into down south now, I think.
Oh, no. Breakfast, dinner, salt and minis. Yeah, I sort of did think that, Sam, when Chris mentioned that. So, but a good bit of wax oil, you'd be a eat. Brunch? Brunch, isn't that between breakfast and lunch?
Breakfast for lunch.
Have a snack. So yeah,
I think
what have we got after you?
I'm gonna say I think we kind of said everything we've done recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's
So I was just gonna give a quick recap. So up next week there's a video of us out with H7 again, a little car meet. So that's coming up next week. So tune in for that. James has been hard at work on the truck as well as when we were both down there last week doing stuff. So there's some stuff on the truck coming. So please give it a bit of a thumbs up and a watch. I know you might not all like the truck, but for me and James, it is a big part of our lives now and a big part of the channel. And it's going to be a big part of the channel moving forward. Even keep an eye out for that.
Even the neighbours today came out and were like, "Your truck looks really good." Like they didn't say anything about it before, but now that it's clean and polished and waxed, people are like, "That is a nice looking truck." if there is such a thing.
We also have a big thanks to Frost for getting the truck to the point it is now as well, which obviously we'll cover in the video. But yeah, moving.
need to speak to Frost. We need some. We're going to need some rust treatment.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. So with the MPI, with the minis, and with the truck. So there's a few bits and pieces that we want doing. So like I mentioned, if you haven't already, www.simpsonsclassics.co.uk.
Yeah.
Go check that out. There's like a little blog on there that we're going to try and update. There is a shop which obviously has our stickers for sale. We are going to add to it very soon, so please go and check that out. And black and white are available at the moment. Both good. They're all good quality stickers. Some of you guys in the comments have already got one. So thank you once again. We are working on other stuff, and it will come very soon. But just bear with us, please. Yeah, it's one of them. We've got loads coming, so really happy with it. Are you still furloughed, Mark? I've never been furloughed, mate. I've always been at work. I've not stopped. I just work from home. Yeah, so don't know how I got the clubman done. Apart from the fact it's probably reduced hours, but I was still working. So what do Americans call these trucks? We call them beaver tails. We call it our rig. She's our rig. So yeah, thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. It's been really good to sort of catch up with you all, and we are going to try and do it sort of every other week, maybe once or twice a month, something like that.
I think
I'm, like I said at the beginning, I'm starting another job. James is busy at work. We do want to, catch up with you guys as much as possible, but obviously we've got to be real. So
yeah, it's real life is starting to get in the way of things, and bear with us. I think the videos will be slightly less over August, but it's
we do our best. We're trying not to let it slow down, but there's a lot in the pipeline. So Mark loves a beaver tail. That I do, Sam. That I do.
rollbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, rollbacks. Yeah.
James can't put that brochure down. He loves it.
Oh yeah. If anyone's got any last questions, but I'll leave you with a quote from the.
So thank you for tuning in again, guys, and I'll leave you with James's quote.
There's too many. There's too many to choose from.
Go on, give a nice snappy one. What have we got from the Maxi?
There are all the standard Maxi advantages: front-wheel drive, independent hydrogas suspension, servo-assisted brakes, discs on the front, draft-free fresh air ventilation system with 2-speed heater control. Also, 2-speed self-parking windscreen wipers. Self-parking windscreen wipers. Well, that was luxury, wasn't it?
That was luxury, wasn't it?
Twin jet electrically operated windscreen washer.
That is luxury.
Yeah, because obviously you had to manual pump in the dash, didn't you? I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Hazard warning lights, steering column lock, plus all the features already mentioned.
Very nice. See, the estate doesn't. The estate has push pumping for washers, and it doesn't have hazard lights or reverse lights or fog lights or anything like that. So, why did you name your truck Edith? Why did we name the truck Edith, James?
Well,
we just like the name.
We like the name, and we was like, well, what's a good old French name? And then I thought of Edith, and then turns out Edith is actually not really a French name. So, but it stuck. So
yeah, so she's Edith now.
She's Edith. It's stuck with her. She's an old girl, really. That's what we're saying. Not that we're saying all Ediths are old. It's just
she is an old girl. Maybe next week I'll grab out the brochures I've got for the minis as well, and we'll start or next week or the week after, whenever we do live. But we'll cover some more brochures. That'd be quite fun. But in the meantime, if there's anything you guys want to ask us, please feel free to drop into Instagram or Facebook or whatever, or email us. We're always happy to hear from people. And if you've got any projects you want featuring on the page or anything like that, or anything like, it'd be nice to see them. So yeah, thank you once again for tuning in. Stay safe, everyone, and thank you for supporting the channel. And remember, go check out the stickers.
We need to put some more on, really, don't we?
Yeah. Nice to see you guys. Catch you later.
Can I just do one more quote?
Go on. Go on, one more.
Safety features abound. There are plastic window winders, flush-fitting door handles, padded sun visors, a dip-in rear-view mirror, padded steering wheel, matte black door-mounted driving mirror, wiper arms and blades, and much more. All these things that we take for granted in any car today, yeah. Right, I can read you the whole book if I want you to, but I'll put myself to sleep again, I think. Right,
So yeah,
have a good
again,
one, guys, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, probably.